Hello and welcome back to another episode of Senioritis today. I am your host, Liam Murphy, and today I'm with my co-hosts, Maria Wood and Reese Hurd, and we got a special guest here today, Jay Whitty or Josh Whitman.
How you doing? How you doing, guys?
So, first thing I gotta ask you guys, how is your senior year going so far? Since we're like almost that time of graduation, at least about like a month, right?
I think we should start with Josh, our special guest, because we've kind of all been talking about our senior years, so.
I'm hanging in there. I'm just kind of, holding on to grades, just trying to pass everything in, trying to pass.
Yeah.
Trying to pass, yes.
AP Calculus isn't going too hot, but you know what? It's, it's calculus.
Right.
Like he said, he's trying.
I'm trying,
He's trying, he's honest.
And I don't think you necessarily need calculus for where you're going, so what's the deal with that?
Oh yeah, I committed to the Berklee College of Music a couple of weeks ago. I'm very excited for that. I'm very happy about that. And I'm nervous, but I'm also very excited. The opportunities there, they're great. It's my dream school ever since I was about, in sophomore year, when I just knew that, music was the thing I wanted to do in my life. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to commit to it. And so I practiced for the last 3 years and fully committed to myself and saying, you know what? This is what I want to do, and this is going to be my life's work. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, because I've heard it's honestly like the Harvard of music schools, and it quite honestly is really close to Harvard, being in Boston. So what did your admissions process look like? Because we all had, I know Reese going into like a film or TV major probably had to submit a portfolio. Being a business major, I didn't really have that much to submit other than my grades. I'm assuming, Liam, you didn't.
I went in like as an undecided person, but now that I go into it, I think I might become like a sports management kind of person because I want to keep like myself. Like I've always loved the art of sports,
So we've all had kind of like these generic admissions process, but what did yours look like? Because I remember you talked to me like a while back when you were applying.
The admissions process wasn't really that different from any other school. It was mainly just, it was filling out your application, name, age, stuff like that, the whole shebang. The only thing that was different was the audition process. Yep. That was stressful. That was really, really stressful. So the audition process, they take you, so you're at the Berklee Performance Center, and there's a separate room on the 5th floor, and that's where you audition. But it's only 2 people in a small room, and there's a piano in there, an amp in there. You just bring your musical instrument and you just play. I thought it was going to be like I was going to be on the stage, and they were going to be in the way back, and they were just going to jot down notes and just stay silent the entire time and then just be like a thank you next. But no, they were very welcoming. They were great, 2 great guys there, and I felt really comfortable there, and it was great.
It worked out clearly.
It worked out. I didn't think I was going to get in, but it happened, and I was elated, and
Was it kind of like the long shot for you, like the long shot college?
It was definitely the long shot. It was really, really hard. Like I thought, I got out of the interview and the audition, and I thought I did horrible. The first thing I told my parents was, I didn't get in. I felt so crushed. I thought this is your one opportunity and you blew it. That's what I was thinking, but I'm just glad they didn't see that and they saw something else in me.
There you go. What about you, Reese? Any commitments to yet? You've been kind of silent so far.
Silent? Yeah, that's one word. That's
how I describe it.
Right. I'm between 2 schools right now, and I'm between URI and Emerson, and I'm hearing differing opinions from everyone, and everyone around me is telling me where to go, but me. So, really not sure, because the thing with Emerson is that it's a really prestigious school. Their acceptance rate is super low, and I'm super proud of myself that I got in there, because like you were with Berklee, I was looking into that school for a few years now, and I've wanted to go there, or at least wanted to look into going there. It was my number one, considering how well known it is for film. But I'm realizing that no matter how much scholarship money I get, it's still a lot of money. Plus room and board is a ton for some reason. So I'm just weighing the pros and cons of I don't like the city, it's expensive, and then URI also has a good film program, so I'm looking at that as well. Plus I love their campus 10 times more, because Emerson barely has a campus. You don't even know it's there. It's the side of a city block in Boston Common, pretty much. So I'm going back and forth between that, where people like my mom are saying to go to URI because it's cheaper and stuff like that, and it's also safer considering where it is.
Yep.
And then also other people are saying, well, the Emerson name is going to look so good on your diploma, and if you're talking best film schools in the country, then that's the one. But I really don't know. I feel a lot of pressure on it right now.
Yeah.
No, I don't think there should be like any pressure to like choosing your own college, because like, you know, it's a hard decision. Yes, we know that, because you know you want to take a look at the cons and the pros, but you want to find like the good place that like fits you perfectly.
Right. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about that too. Like, in one way I am leaning towards URI because I want to think about where I'm truly going to be happy.
Yep.
I mean, I'll get my film degree either way, and URI does have, like I said, a good film program. And just because it doesn't have a huge name doesn't make it bad at all, and it doesn't. I just really am trying to think about what type of environment that I'll be able to thrive in. And, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, you know, you do you, and, you know, you pick the school that you think will give you the most opportunities. Don't think about what other people are saying about what, you know, what school, like, don't let other people decide what schools you want to go to, because, you know, you do you.
It's also me that would be paying $33,000 a year.
Exactly, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
I did make a financial aid appeal for both of them, so I'll see how much more that they're willing to give me. The worst they can say is no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I did what I can, and after I hear back from both of them about the appeal, I'll probably make a decision fairly quickly.
It's funny, I was laughing because you brought up the point of people saying, and obviously I'm not going to hide it, I'm a very strong advocate for Emerson because I was looking there for a communications degree and I didn't really, like, even I didn't tour there, but I looked into that school and I was like, okay, it's maybe not the best place for me because it's not as much of an athletic school, which is one of the factors I was looking for.
Right.
So that's like my point of view. But it's funny, like thinking back on my own admissions process and my whole decision process, because I decided in November. You guys all know that.
To the Minutemen.
Yeah.
To the Minutemen.
I'm going to
To
UMass
Division
Amherst.
1 Minutemen.
But just, I was kind of in the same situation because I got into Northeastern, which is by no means any easy school to get into there, like no matter what your major is. And when my parents found out, granted, I got into Northeastern after, like way after, like I want to say the decision was in February when they sent it to me. But I found out I got in and I was like, okay, so what if I had decided to go there? Like I probably would have been guaranteed a job by the end of my junior year. But I didn't get as much financial aid as I would have at UMass Amherst, which is obviously a state-funded public institution. Does Northeastern have some better programs than UMass? Absolutely. But I also got slightly a better vibe at UMass Amherst, and so in the back of my mind, it's like, I could always go to Northeastern for my master's. And I think that's what a lot of people forget. Like, even if you want to pursue like a 5-year program and just get that extra year at, once you're done with your undergrad, if you just want to go 1 year to maybe that other school that you didn't apply to or you didn't get into, I think that's a great option because maybe you will have brought your grades up if you didn't get into a school you wanted to. Maybe you will have found a new passion and you can get into another major at another school that you originally couldn't get into. And so that's kind of my plan right now. It's just funny to think about, like, I could have gone one place and I'm never going to know how that ended up.
Exactly. That's another thing that's bothering me. I just feel like with either decision that I make, whichever school I choose, I'm going to end up regretting it one way or another. And I'm just going to feel like I made a mistake either way I go.
Yeah.
So like that's the stress I've been putting on myself. But I have been considering like, oh, maybe I could switch junior or senior year to the opposite one if I'm not happy.
Yep.
But also, if I make a good set of friends, will I want to leave them? Will I want to leave like the community that I have? Like that kind of thing is important too, especially.
Yeah, that's definitely a tough call.
I'd say I'm way different than you people because like one of like what Mad Dog said before, I was wearing like 17 different hats from other colleges. You know, I'm trying to get people guessing, like, am I going to go to Dean? Am I going to go to Nichols? You know, Merrimack, UConn. I have at least like, I've been accepted to like 11 colleges. But currently I still have one more admitted students day in Bridgewater State University this Saturday. And I figured after that one, I think I should be done with campus tours, and then maybe I will, you know, start making the decisions. But yeah, and I'm very excited. I think my top one right now would be Nichols College up in Dudley, Massachusetts, or like Dean or Bridgewater State.
Nice.
Bridgewater State does have good programs.
It's like 15 minutes down the street.
Mm-hmm.
What were you going to say, Maria?
I was going to say, you brought up a really good point about Admitted Students Day, and I don't want to just talk about that, but kind of the whole point of seeing the school itself, because in my decision, like once I toured UMass, I had maybe 2 college tours afterward, and I just couldn't get it out of my head. So for you two that are still deciding, I think that's a huge point, going to see those schools. If you get that feeling at one of those schools and you can't forget about it even after going to other schools, I think that's a safe factor to say, like, that's the one. Because for me, UMass was not the cheapest school, surprisingly, even though it was an in-state school. But I just couldn't, not that I couldn't see myself anywhere else, but I just got the best feeling there. I was like, I'm going to be a student here for the next 4 years. And like the minute I walked off campus, October 18th, I was like, I want to go back. Like, I want to live here. I want to eat here. I want these people to be my teammates and my classmates. So having that feeling on campus is a really good indicator.
Yeah.
Yeah. The campus life is definitely
It's definitely important in order to like live in a college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely important, and that was something I considered between Berkeley and Providence, because I didn't know if I was going to go either. If I was going to go with the closed campus, sort of like there's confines, or if I was going to go like the Emerson route, where it's literally just Boston. The entire campus is literally just Boston. Like, I'm a half mile down from the Common. How far is Emerson actually from like?
It's literally right there. You walk out one of the residence halls, like the freshman residence hall. You walk out the door and it's right there.
It's near the Boylston T-stop, right?
It's on Boylston.
Okay, I know where you're talking about.
So I can literally just walk right outside and you'll be right there if you go to Emerson.
Exactly. It's like also scary because it was just so weird to me, because I remember when I first went to Emerson, because I didn't do a tour last March. I just went with my mom and we stayed in the Revere Hotel and just like walked by and did other stuff. And I was like, that's it? Because you can't even really see it. It just looks like a regular building on the side of a street. The only way you could tell that that's Emerson is the tiny little purple sign that like hangs off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, I know this is coming up. Senior prom. Any one of you is excited?
I'm so
I am very
excited.
hyped for that.
I think we all share the same opinion.
Yeah, well,
I would share the same opinion with each and every single one of you.
Because it's a week from today, right?
yeah,
It's a
it
week
is.
from today.
Yeah, it is.
You guys got the tux, you guys got the dresses and all that stuff. I bought mine over the weekend. I'm picking it up the day before the prom. And then the day of the prom, I'm actually getting a haircut and like a nice hot shave.
You getting your
Nice.
nails done?
Nice. Yeah, Tiger.
I think it should be good.
Yeah, Tiger, you should go for a pedicure.
What do you mean? I don't have bear claws.
Pedicures for your feet.
And a manicure.
Mani-pedi.
Bro, what do you mean? No one's gonna see
The
those
two-in-one.
things. I don't have raptor claws or something. But I'm very excited for like this, because it's like a huge step for like each and every single one of us.
Yeah.
I'd say it's the biggest event of the year.
Did you ever tell us what color you were wearing? Not the kilt.
The kill.
You remember that? I'm so excited. Let's just say it's black. It's black. But I also did something with like choose the same color as my prom date.
Also, your tie. Do you remember what color it was?
No, not the tie, but like the vest for it.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay.
Yeah. But my tie will definitely be like the same color as well.
So it sounds like it's a surprise. We'll have
It
to
is a
see.
surprise.
Next Thursday.
But what about you guys though?
I'm wearing a bright crimson red. I cannot wait. My date's wearing the same color, and there's not too many red wearing couples there. So I think we're gonna look pretty good.
I'm sure he's excited. Now, what about you?
I'm wearing neon green. No, I'm kidding.
Neon green.
I'm kidding.
All right,
I'm
that's very
kidding.
interesting.
I'm wearing a dark blue suit with a turquoise shirt and a dark blue tie.
Oh.
My date, who's coming up from Connecticut, she is wearing a nice turquoise dress.
Caitlin, isn't it?
Yep, it's Katie.
Yeah.
You guys are doing the
Katie,
Grand
all right.
March together, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
And what about you, Reese? Are you even
I'm
going?
wearing this, I think we talked about it last episode. It was like a purpley
Oh, yes.
magenta color. It's really dark, though,
Yeah.
I think. None of you have seen it.
No one's seen my dress either, or
Oh,
not too many
God.
people have.
No,
so.
I don't think anyone's seen my prom.
Tiger, I would love to see you in a backless dress.
Spaghetti straps, too.
Oh, no. All right, well, you guys have anything else to talk about?
Nope.
No, I got
No,
nothing.
that was a good episode.
You know what? I'm going to have to agree with you there. So thank you all so much for capturing in this episode. I'm Liam Murphy. This is Maria Wood, Josh Whitman, and Reese Hurd. And we will see you on the next episode. Thank you.